Yeah, I had to make sure we was live. So I had to make sure. Yeah, hit that like button as you come in. Hit that like button. What's good, Judah Tribe? Hopefully 144. What's good with you? See you dropped a couple videos earlier today, man. I see you. I see you putting in that work. What's good, Decoy Bacon? What's good with you? What's up, Caleb? Yeah, man. I don't know. I've been in that grind lately, man. Just trying to pump up the content, especially it's gonna be like even more whenever football season starts. It's gonna be a way more rapid pace than this. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back in that flow. What's good, Mr. JN97? Yeah, you right, Caleb. I don't even really try to like think about it, but yeah, you right. You right about that, man. I just take it one video at a time, one day at a time. Let me close this out. All right. Oh man, what we got? What we got today? So, do I think Michael J. White sold out? He says he didn't. Yeah, he definitely did. I remember on Vlad, he mentioned he lost his son. It was one of those out of the blue situations, if I remember correctly. Because for a while, I was even like, like I wasn't even sure for a second. Like, maybe he slipped through the cracks, but no, he ain't slipped through the cracks. And that's the thing, like, I say we all had this problems. We want to think so bad that there's like one or two or a small group of rappers that actually, or actors that actually slip through the cracks. I know the one for me was Double SG Splurge, rapper out of Texas. And then I look at his Machete album cover. This man got a whole pentagram on his album cover. Like, you can't even miss it. But like some H&M clothing. So yeah, your best bet, I always say, man, whoever you wondering about, go to Google, look up Google Images, type in whoever you curious about and see if they got any symbolism. Because usually just typing in their name, you should find something like where they doing one-eye symbolism. Excuse me, wearing cheetah print, wearing Masonic checkerboard, devil horns, vow of silence, something like I said last night, Young Nudie, you just type in his name, one-eye symbolism out the gate. So will Brian Kelly do good at LSU? I don't see why not. I mean, he's not gonna have the same level of success that he did at Notre Dame, but he's gonna be straight, man. Brian Kelly's a good coach. Say selling out is the norm now. I mean, it's been a norm for a while now. And the crazy thing is, a lot of these rappers, like when they do it, they be looking lame as hell, bro. Like they don't even be looking cool. Like Lil Pump, he went to Japan, stood in the middle of like this walkway, and had the nerve to be surprised no one recognized him. Like J. Cole wasn't lying. Dude hasn't been relevant since what, 2018? At the most. So here's the hope when the Dolphins are a part of the script this year. Man, y'all and them Dolphins, man. Like I said, I ain't got no real high hope for them. Obviously, they're going to do better without a black coach. We know why. But I don't see them being like an actual, like real deal contender. Said Cat Williams. Yeah, Cat Williams down with them people too. He won an Emmy. I remember he had to get on both knees to apologize to Tiffany Haddish for some stuff he said. And this was like in the past, 3-4 years. And I mean, he'd already gotten invited to them parties prior to that joke he said about Mr. Ogilvy being in the secret rooms and all that stuff. So yeah, he been down with the people, but he got blackballed because of the joke. And ever since then, he's been. At one point, he was like seemingly exposing the powers that be, and then turns out he just wanted to get back in their good graces. I heard of this robot rapper named FM Mecca. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. Well, yeah, I got signed to Capitol Records, first artificial intelligence rapper. So yeah, like I said, man, they finna kill off the rap genre. It's already been dying for a while now, but they really finna kill it off to the point you don't even actually need the artist. Artificial intelligence got the bars right there. There's plenty of songs. There's a massive database of lyrics out there you can pick from. Like, you just think about Shazam or Siri, you play a song and they automatically hear the lyrics and know what it is. So this ain't nothing new. Now, it's going to be a problem if they do this with producers, like they have artificial intelligence producer that makes your dream beat just by you thinking, then we're going to have a problem. And I mean, they already got VSTs where you can literally hum a melody and it'll turn it into an actual MIDI melody for an actual instrument. So yeah, rap's going into a weird spot, especially when they really get into the metaverse. And you think about, like, they have actual rap studios in the metaverse, and they're pushing this in a way to where it's appealing, to where it's like, hey, you could be in the studio with your favorite rapper, like Lil Durk or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? And kids gonna eat that shit up. I already told you how much virtual reality things have picked up as far as sales, whether it be Best Buy, like during Christmas, all of that virtual reality stuff sold out. Yeah, he do look weird, bro. FM Mecca look like a Fortnite character, man. Or one of them Snapchat Bitmojis when they turn them 3D. It's getting low key scary. AIs fixing to take over. Man, AI been here and been took over. In all honesty, they really took over in 2020. I wouldn't necessarily say scary, but it is, like, I guess, alarming how much people don't even question it and just openly accept it. You know, Smart the rapper said he got out the industry by putting guns to the people's heads and stuff. Yeah, I heard about that. Do I think VR finna take over gaming? Of course. Of course, it already started. It's not to the point where you start seeing live streams for virtual reality gaming like that, like heavily, but it's definitely on the forefront. Who would have thought rap would be used to bring so much evil into society? That was the plan from the jump, man. Crazy Bone on his podcast mentioned how there's a secret meeting to take hip hop to where it is today. And this started back whenever Public Enemy was relevant, so they brought in NWA to combat that. Excuse me, and essentially just boot them to the side and replace them for a more toxic message, whether it be gangster rap, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. You see who they started to promote in the 90s after Public Enemy. So, yeah. Everything you see with Lil Nas X and all this weird stuff, yeah, that was planned out. And then these same label heads, label execs, are the same people that have stake in these privatized prisons. And look what they rap about. Drugs and killing people. And what do both of those do? Laying you in prison. Say Nets Clippers in the finals. I don't see that. What's good, Adrian? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Did I see Mine Unveiled shout me out? Nah, I ain't see that. I ain't know that. I have to check that out. Mine Unveiled. Yeah, appreciate it, Mine Unveiled. I have to, check it out. But yeah, I ain't see that. I don't, like I said, I don't really be getting notifications for certain stuff. I don't know what it is, but I don't get notifications for certain things. So why do I think Satan loves deceit? Simple. It plays on all of everything that we desire. Think about the show Lucifer. On Lucifer, his power was he could look in anybody's eyes, except the detective, and just ask. He'd always say, "What is it that you desire?" And they'd always spout out whatever they deep dark secrets or desires are. So that's where the deceit comes in. Comes in a friendly form. That's like everything they push on the masses. Always they push it as something that's friendly, it's safe, it's good. You already saw what they did with that thing. Go in your arm. Cell phones, etc. So you're seeing a video on YouTube where animals are dropping dead out of nowhere, fish, birds, and cows. Damn. Could be them 5G towers if they got towers close by. Because I know bees reacted negatively to it. And like wasp nets and everything. Told some coworkers of yours a few years ago that Pac was an actor. They just looked at you with their mouths open. They were dejected and couldn't believe what you was explaining to them. I don't see how they don't know. Like, he was literally in juice before he blew up to be Tupac Shakur, the one that we knew that we got posters of and everything. I don't see how. Dude's literally got an acting career. Same with Ice Cube. Like, I feel like Ice Cube's one of them, you can tell people he wasn't a real, like, gangster or something. It's more believable. Because his backstory is pretty to the point that he was in community college. I think he took acting classes prior to NWA. So it was already there. Have I ever heard of people saying they had a dream or experience that a lot of rappers that sold their soul were in hell? I mean, I've heard of people saying, I haven't heard people say it as far as a dream. But yeah, it's like King Von. They always say King Von's looking down. And then I start reading comments. People like, he ain't looking down. That nigga looking up. Which, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. So you need me and Dwayne on the live stream. I'm supposed to be going live on his channel tomorrow night. I think 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'll be live with him tomorrow. So yeah, Florida, Colorado in the NHL championship. You like him? Bucks, Broncos, Super Bowl. Yeah, that's what I got, man. For repayment for Russell Wilson, throwing that Super Bowl in such a crazy fashion. Tom Brady to bring him back for the suspense. And like I said before, the whole 8-3 thing could be bet bait. And you think about it, like, say Brady does get to the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers against the Broncos. You know everybody gonna put their money on Brady. Like 7 Super Bowls, it's kind of hard to, go against that. That's the logic for the masses. So I wonder if they killed off Shock G or Digital Underground. Damn, I can't talk. Who's gonna expose Pac started with a dance with DU. No, yeah, Shock G was a sacrifice too. But you seen Lil Marlo in hell. That's crazy. Y'all be seeing these rappers and stuff in y'all dreams. I don't think I've seen one rapper in like a dream. Actually, no, I had one. He wasn't in hell, but I had one with Money Man in there. Like, it was some girl. Hit that like button, by the way. It was some girl's like birthday or whatever. And she had this real big idea. It was like the X Games was going on. And we gonna fly from like one of them genie carpets out of the sky and just land and like do some tricks off a ramp or something like that. So we get down and do this whole thing. Oddly enough, it's not scary. We do the whole trick. We land smooth as hell. And then we do the trick. No one applauds. And it fucks her whole birthday up. Like, she really thought everyone was going to be cheering because of this. And, like, we just thinking, bitch, what did you think? Like, whole time, like, you ain't have to do all this extra shit for your birthday. You could have just had, like, a cake and just, like, a get-together or some bowling or something. But, nah, you wanted to be, like, on the X Games and shit and skydive. I didn't feel bad one bit. But, yeah, Money Man was annoyed he was in the store. And one of my friends kept asking him questions, and he was like clearly trying to give out hints that he was trying to leave, and he ain't really fuck with dude. So Brady missed practice for 11 days. Sean suspended for 11 days. Coincidence? Nah. Number 11 is a master number. That's like they respect and look highly upon like number 33, 22, which is a duplicate or a double of number 11. So they look highly upon that number too. 44, 55. Vaughn and a host of rappers are looking up. It's very tragic. These young men perished and went to hell. Everything they lusted after. It was all for naught. I mean, with King Von, like, the stuff King Von has allegedly done prior to getting into rap, I mean, we can't sit here and say he was a good person. What's good, Preston Hill? What's good with you? So what are my thoughts on Andrew Tate? I know I answered this like a day or two ago. They building him up just like Trump, as far as how they ban him from social media. He's brash and outspoken. Major ego appeals to the common man. Like, everything that's going on right now is just all manufactured, scripted. He's already mentioned being approached by a certain group of individuals. Excuse me, of course, he took the offer. I mean, hell, the dude blew up out of nowhere on TikTok. Out of nowhere, he's a fucking kickboxer. What's good, Big Pontiac? Shout out to you. So, yeah, they really just use him. Someone said the white Kevin Samuels, but he's a more masculine version of Kevin Samuels. And instead of focusing on being the high-value man, he focusing on the average man. But, yeah, Tate's the most obvious plan I've seen in a long time. So you think about the Broncos-Bucks matchup in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady would be going against the 38th team state, and you know that Arizona location is based off of skull and bones like death. Yeah. Then you think about the Denver airport and shit. Tate keeps popping up on everyone's feed for no reason. That's how you know. Yeah, like he's supposedly banned on TikTok, but yet on my For You page, they showed me 2 Andrew Tate clips back to back. Same with YouTube Shorts, too. It's like the first thing they show is Andrew Tate. Like, dude, I don't even subscribe to this channel. What are my thoughts on that Shattered Paradise show? I ain't got around to watch it yet. I ain't forgot, though. But I get around to that with Shattered Paradise. Because if I remember, they the ones that had, like, what was it, 200-something thousand subs? Yeah. I was like, wow, they got a lot. They've been putting in work. Say he's biracial. I always wondered what Andrew Tate was. Because, like, his accent throws me off, too. Did Andrew Tate get exposed for beating on his girlfriend? Yeah, I believe so. And there's, like, the whole pyramid scheme with his businesses and shit. He literally tried to avoid reading about Andrew Tate, but he popped up on literally everything, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, social media. Learn about things. You learn things about him without even trying. Yeah, like, yeah, Andrew Tate's annoying as fuck. Are there red pill content creators in solo? Of course. You got Steph is Cold. This is all alleged. Steph is Cold. I mean, he did stuff with Bandman Kevo. Him. Who else you got? MJ Get Right. AMS. Who else? I know I'm forgetting some people. Like, I don't really watch a whole lot of that red pill stuff. But, like, as far as the big names, yes. Because the whole point of that with those influencers is to really get the youth to hate women. And, basically, that's really it. Just hate women, which affects the population. What's good? Say yes. What's good, base bully? How far do I think the Rams will get in the playoffs this year? Divisional at the very most. The very most. Say Austin Dunham. Yeah, that's the one. Austin Dunham. He was on when he what they call them niggas? Fresh and Fit. I forgot they part of that too. Which Andrew Tate, that's the first place I saw Andrew Tate was on Fresh and Fit. That told me everything I needed to know. FitX Fields, exactly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't watch none of that shit. Say the red pill stuff is toxic and pathetic. Yeah, it's just like it's a cult, man. It's a cult. It's a cult. So what's the proof that Steph is cold sold out? I already mentioned, just go and look up the one he did with him and Bandman Kevo. He got one with Kevin Samuels, both of which sold out. Then there's that, I think it was an IG clip of him dancing. He had like a shirt on his head. And he's like dancing rather suspect. I'm just going to say that. Just look up like Steph is cold exposed. You should find that video I'm talking about. So a lot of them seem like average Joes. I mean, there's plenty of people who sell out who come off like they normal people too. Like Lil Baby do like normal people shit, but clearly he down with them boys. This nigga has a new song on the radio every other song. I will say this about Lil Baby. I don't really care for his music too much. I'll give him props on this. He come off a lot smarter than I thought he was. Like, just listen to him talk, you would think he was like an idiot, but he pays attention to his surroundings. He really does like think a little bit farther ahead than most rappers. I will give him his props on that. So they've been talking about the Raiders a lot, and Dana White saying the Raiders were close to signing Brady 2 years ago, but Gruden didn't want it. The quarterback whisperer. Raiders versus Bucks. I don't see Raiders versus Bucks, man. The league didn't like Al Davis. When Brady disappeared for those 11 days, Pat signed a rainbow player and ex-defensive tackle who played with Brady in a Super Bowl. Oh wait, in a Super Bowl died. Say Fitz a former Fit, yeah, he got a whole alternative channel, like just talking about shit like that. Say self-help community is much better than Red Pill. The problem is like Red Pill and all the other little subsections try to bleed into self-help. So it's hard to really differentiate between who is who. Or who's for what. Kevin Samuels gay or something like that because he got caught with the man in his bed, if you remember. He also asked how big a dude's junk was, too. Yes. Allegedly. Well, I think the Cowboys will do this season the same shit they do every year. They ain't winning no Super Bowl. Them niggas might be lucky to make the playoffs. Assuming everybody healthy, they should make the playoffs, but they ain't gonna do nothing once they get there. They only there just for views. Like, the Cowboys are such a big brand. I've mentioned this before. They don't need to win a Super Bowl. So, yeah, they just need the Cowboys' name in wild card game, divisional game. But Super Bowl, you can forget that. That ain't happening. Say Lil Baby's a very well-trained actor. Yeah, he is. I would if you had told me Lil Baby was the actor they really trusted to do a lot of stuff they do now, I would have been like bullshit, dude. Years ago, I'd be like bullshit. Ain't no way. It got to be one of the Migos. It got to be like Offset or Quavo. No, Lil Baby. That's the trained actor they trust. How do I have such a negative opinion on Red Pill and I haven't watched much content? Like I said before, man, I watch their stuff. If you go to one of my older streams, I've mentioned I've seen their stuff before. But it's clear, like, just listen to them talk. Every time I hear them open their mouth about female nature women, it's like, okay, who hurt you, dude? Seriously, who hurt you? There's even a video with Steph Cole talking about how he said don't get a girlfriend, but the whole time he got a girlfriend. And you gotta remember, people look up to this man. They gonna do everything he say, especially the youth, because they target 18 to 24, which is the younger male demographic who is just getting into really having sex, talking to older women and etc. like that. So yeah, and besides with the red pill, man, it's really when it comes to just talking about women. That's the one. It's just you can hear and feel the amount of pent up anger and frustration that they have towards women. Just hearing any of them, whether it be Steph, MJ, AMS, you go down the list. I said Denver for the Super Bowl pick. How I first learned about how Jamontre is used magically. Oh, I say really Zach from like a light introductory standpoint. The one who really, I guess, like hit it home, like, what I'm saying, got it drilled, really was Chakra Doctor. What's good, Hootie 1980? What nights I usually stream? Whenever I feel like it. I don't know. I don't really have a set schedule. That won't be coming to the football season where it's like Sunday night or Monday around like 5, probably 6 o'clock now, 6-ish for rigged NFL. But other than that, I don't have like a set night. Got the Raiders and Bucks, especially after the Raiders got better this offseason. You think the Broncos would win the Super Bowl, but not this year. Though I believe celebs are wearing skin suits. I'm assuming you going towards the whole mask thing. That has gotten way out of hand. That whole mask thing's gotten way out of fucking hand. If anything, I've already mentioned this before, they're definitely cloning these motherfuckers. They're cloning and replacing them. Some of the mask wearing shit is happening. They do have actors wearing masks as well. But the way that they say that every single actor and actress and basketball player and rapper is playing the role of somebody else is fucking crazy. But White Chick showed you that like that's some shit that they do. The thing is, those dudes aren't red pill. Kevin Samuels, Steph, Tate, no. See, I don't give a fuck about the pills, man. They're red, purple. I don't give a fuck. Them labels dumb as fuck anyway. The red pills giving dudes knowledge on female nature and teach them it's best to focus on improving themselves instead of chasing. Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be, but these motherfuckers ain't doing that. Like, that's the issue. And even then, when one celebrity chick does something, they want to blame everything and try to overgeneralize every single woman into this one box. See, female nature, every woman's going to do this exact same thing that Jada Pinkett did in this situation. Every single woman's going to do this that Aisha Curry did in this situation. And it's like, all right, bro, like, so clearly somebody hurt you. The red pillar YouTube is who I'm talking about. The Jordan Green, Ice Cold, JT are good YouTubers. If any of y'all watch Red Pill, stop now, watch them instead. I don't know who J. Cole, or I said J. Cole, J. Cole, damn. Jordan Green and Ice Cold JTR. Said new coach Todd Bowles' birthday. The day of the year is 3/22 on Jamontre, like Skull and Bones Society. 3/22, Bucks logo, Skull and Bones. It's Wednesday, 12/18. Yep, it is now. Or 12/21. Am I related to Chakra Doctor? No, I'm not. I'm not. Can jobs still hire you even if you ain't got the shit? Yes. I'll say this. If you're applying for a job, assuming online or in person, if you got a job interview, you might want to ask them about that. Like, what's your whole situation with that thing? Wouldn't hurt to ask. Better you know them versus, hey, we give you the job offer, and oh, by the way, you got to get this thing in your arm, and now you caught off guard because you kind of wanted to accept it already. But yeah, like I said, just look at the bottom. Like if you go on Indeed, scroll to the bottom where they got like all the little fine print stuff, like we're equal opportunity. What they say, equal opportunity hirer, employer, all that bullshit. Look down there, they should have like a little CV-19, like how they deal with it. I think it's one of the things Indeed requires now. So you want if the Little League World Series is scripted? Can I bet on these games? I think you can. I don't really keep up Little League baseball like that, but I think you can. And I mean a lot of the big MLB players and stuff. You go back and look, they played in the Little League World Series. I know Jason Bay. I had a card of his. One of the little fun facts on the back was he played in the Little League World Series when he was like 13. What mass thing? Basically, there's a theory that let them tell it. All these athletes and rappers and actors and actresses and shit are wearing masks, playing the role of other actors, etc. Basically, they saying like whenever a celebrity dies, they ain't really die, they fake their death. So you hope they clone Gabrielle Union. That's a man. They know so much about women because they've experienced the highs and lows of dating, went through the failures about experience. So they just teach men how to best navigate the scene. Yeah, they come off negative as fuck. It's a cult, like I said. Did you ever meet Randy Orton? Nah, I ain't meet him. Nah, I saw him live, but I never met him. I never actually got the chance to actually like meet a wrestler and like talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Get their autograph. One of my close friends actually, when Randy Orton and who was it, Raw came here for actually the actual televised episode at Thompson Bowl Arena, he got Randy Orton to sign his championship belt. But the catch was he had a black marker. He didn't have a silver one. He had a black marker. So Orton signed it, but you can't see it. I was like, damn, bro. I'll say this, can't nobody tell him, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't signing it, but can't nobody see it. So if you try to sell that shit, you ass out. Say the fathers of young men should be teaching about female nature. Say Miami more than likely going to Super Bowl against Brady because both teams are represented by Swiss Beat son. Lodi Mercado, he's the main one. Kobe DMX, Prince Philip Haskins was sacrificed for. I don't know about all that. Yeah, they use all as an overall blanket statement. So does anyone else believe Trump is going to be the last president this country will ever have after 2024? Man, what the Simpsons predict about Trump? That he wasn't going to make it to the finish line. That's all I'm going to say. They're already going after his ass, like, now anyway, so there's that. What's good, PJ in the building? Jason Bay, yeah, the Pirates. I remember I used to get him and Lyle Overbay confused because, like, Lyle Overbay used to play for the Rays, and Jason Bay played for the Pirates. And sure, like, which is which? I always got those two confused. Are you surprised how I still keep up with sports even though no one is rigged? It's like WWE, man. Like, it's entertainment. It's like watching your favorite show. So the mask thing ain't too far. No, like I said, they definitely do it, but to the degree that people make it seem like every single person is doing it and playing a role, that's crazy. That is insane. Especially when you get into athletes playing a role as rappers and shit. Like, what's one? Was it Javante Williams Playboy Cardi? Like, nigga, no. Not a chance. Miles Garrett, Kobe, no. You got to really factor in, even though it's scripted, the sports that is, your body still got to be equipped for that. You still got to practice that. You still got to do that. And Kobe ain't playing a defensive lineman in the NFL. Hate to break it to you. Did he fake his death? I do believe so, but not to be a fucking NFL player at the age of, 30, 41, 42 years old? No. Come on now. Tell Gabrielle Union, man, you pay attention to the movies more, man. That's all I gotta say. Dwayne Wade like getting his salad tossed. Remember that. Do you think it'd be better to not ask about the thing in case they probably forgot asking? Hey, man, listen. That's something you should ask. Because either way, you'd have to, cross that bridge anyway. So say you don't ask, and then they offer you the job, and they do have something in place where you have to get it in order to get hired. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh fuck, I accepted the job, but I didn't know they required that shit. And see, you ass out. So it's better to ask early. Do I think Jada Pinkett is wearing a face mask? Do I think that's really her? I think that's really her. Very good actor can be a rapper, athlete can be. Well, when a rapper is out here drinking lean and shit, clearly on camera pulling up foes and shit, that same motherfucker is not out here on the football field or on the basketball court. I hate to break it to you, that's not happening. There are people wearing masks, but when they do that crossover shit, like Meek Mill is Derrick Rose, that's when it gets fucking retarded. So, no. Kobe would be 44, exactly. Said Kobe could be on Roy. Nigga, that is not no fucking, that is not, that is not Myles Garrett. That is not Myles Garrett. Say he could be on Roy's. That ain't Myles Garrett, buddy. He had Achilles injuries. Hope you remember that. Exactly, Dante. It'll take years to practice that shit. It's not like you've been playing basketball your whole life, retired, fake your death, and come back and you just suddenly proficient at football. The only football I remember Kobe being good at was soccer. And he's not a soccer player. Ain't no soccer player came back and look like Kobe. He said, what if it's a retail job like Lowe's or Polk's, man? I say, man, just ask them. Shit, it wouldn't hurt. And I doubt it. And I mentioned it the last two streams. It depends on the state, too. So whatever state you in, I don't know how strict they are about things. Like Tennessee, you could apply to Lowe's and Publix and be straight. It's good. Mookie in the building. It's good with you. But yeah, that's what I got as far as the sheep shop. It's better you just check on Indeed. Go to their website, and they should have like a section strictly for CV19 stuff. At this point, it's been 2 years. They should have enough stuff now. So just check. Just look. You in Georgia? I mean, Georgia leans Republican. You should be good. Don't quote me, but you should be good. If you was in Atlanta, that might be a different conversation. Do I remember when Brock Lesnar was in the NFL? Vaguely. Nah, we just chilling, Mookie, man. We kicking it. We just kicking it tonight. But yeah, like who else was in the NFL? LeVar Ball. LeVar was in the NFL for a little minute too. I think he played in the NFL Europe too. So there's probably quite a few people that have played in NFL that you wouldn't have even known just because they was on practice squad. How good is Justin Fields? Justin Fields is good. I really think they just put him in a overall bad situation in Chicago. And we'll see how he, plays his role and either uplifts the team or find a new situation. I feel about Triple H taking over in WWE now that Vince is out the way and he's been booking better matches. I mean, Vince McMahon should have been gone. Like, Vince McMahon he always liked to go to, like, retired wrestlers who are, like, well past their prime. Let's go to Kevin Nash in 2022. That's what people want to see, Kevin fucking Nash. Like, Bill Goldberg. Like, always wanting to go back to these old dudes that the youth don't have any real childhood connection to like that. and then it kills the momentum for whoever their favorite wrestler is. Like they fucked up the Fiend. Like they had that laid out perfectly, and then they had him lose to Goldberg and fucked it up just because little what Arab Prince King, whatever you want to call it over there, was like, man, I'm a real big Goldberg fan. Like, come on. And there's too many different wrestlers that have spoken out about how they don't like Vince, and he's the reason they left. Terry Crews, yeah, Terry Crews playing the NFL too. Carl Weathers, Bill Goldberg. That Tom Brady 40 and he's still in the league. Yeah, it don't add up. Tired of Roman Reigns. I don't even watch wrestling like that anymore, and Roman Reigns is like, I don't know, it just seems like he don't have a personality. Like, they try way too hard with him to be like the next Cena, but he don't even have what Cena had. So they're going to get Brady. I'll say no, he's going to stay at 7. I think Brady a clone. He means literally a middle-aged, gray-haired man playing NFL. White people don't age like that. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, if you look back, there's a video on YouTube. You can find it. I think NBC did a Brady through the years, and they showed his face, and it was like a little face morph. There's a certain point where his face looks completely different. Like, it's a noticeable jump from one season to the next. Like, okay, something ain't right. And he even mentioned going to the cloning facility once for every ring. But I do think Brady was replaced. Have I heard of Chronicles of Judah? Yes, I like his content a lot. That's why I learned about the Monarch athletes and Monarch celebrities and shit. Lex Luthor and Ron Simmons play in the NFL. Did Terry Crews sell out? You already know he did. Roman has had the championship for 700 days, man. Damn. Man, what is that? Almost 2 years. That's insane. That's absurd. No championship should be 2 years long. No championship run should ever be a year. Have I looked into Young Slowby's death? Who? I don't even know who Young Slowby. I don't know who that is. Triple H brought back Johnny Gargano from NXT last night. Triple H didn't want him to go to AEW. See, Triple H smart. Vince McMahon really think Vince really think he the one who make WWE. Like, it ain't other wrestlers that have to be put in position to carry that weight. Like, speaking of sports conspiracy, you think Seth Rollins intentionally injures people and get unplanned momentum or popularity? Vince was about creating stars, not letting them happen naturally. I mean, I've heard this before, like, this was even a thing. Seth Rollins was getting, like, special treatment back in, like, what, FCW? So, yeah, that ain't nothing new. I wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't. So there's a show on Netflix with Paul Rudd about clones, and Brady's one of them. What show? The West Coast rapper EBK Hot Boys. I don't know who that is. I really don't. Did I ever look up Destroy Lonely? Say I look alike? No, I ain't look up Destroy Lonely. Think Young Jock sacrificed who? EBK Hot Boys or EBK Hot Boys? Saying the guy was just sleeping, he literally done nothing wrong. Damn. So you're not sure about cloning? Yeah, man. What's his name? Damn, I blanked out on nigga's name, bro. Donald Marshall. Yeah, I mean, hell, B.O.B. just dropped a song talking about how to make a clone. Yeah, so Donald Marshall was where I would go first. There's a YouTube channel called Clone to Replace that focuses on celebrities being replaced and cloned. That's a start. But yeah, I learned a lot from him. And cloning been going a long ass time, dude. Long time. I mean, those female wrestlers had to visit Vince McMahon's office before they were pushed by the company. He definitely smashed a lot of those chicks. That goes on anywhere. Like, I just saw a video about Oscar Argonowski, which, shout out to him for doing the research on this, how NASCAR has a casting couch, too. Like, there's certain female drivers. He had, like, a little montage in the middle where it's just various female drivers who clearly are not qualified to be race car drivers. They are just shitting the bed. One of them was she was a Formula One race car driver. She was GT, GT. 17 seconds behind the pace of the rest of the field. That is awful in racing. Like, if you don't watch racing, being a second behind off the pace is bad. 17 is beyond unacceptable. That's when you don't need to be touching a car whatsoever. Well, yeah, there is some various drivers, and he had tweets. He didn't say who specifically, but he showed, like, one chick, they be doing some yoga stretches for Instagram, and then the tweet saying she would sleep her way to the top. She definitely slept with so-and-so. Like, nigga had receipts. There's some women who didn't even accept it and shit, too. Well, you say Danica Patrick? That's a prime example. She had them GoDaddy commercials. Shortly after, hopped over to NASCAR to get the female viewers up. She ain't do shit in that. She ain't do shit in Cup. Or Xfinity. She got moved up way too early. So did we discuss any Kobe rituals for tomorrow? Nah. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow if something happens. Say Seth Rollins reckless in the ring. I think it's sus if a dude likes smashing chicks backdoor. Nah, that ain't sus. If that's all he's after, that's a little questionable, but nah, that ain't sus. Said Brady get down with his sons. Yeah, there was a video of Brady kissing his son on the lips. If y'all looking at young slow bees death. Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle supposed to have a match in a few weeks, and they really don't like each other. It makes the feud more interesting. Oh, that's like The Rock and John Cena really didn't like each other. Like, when they did the Tooth Fairy chant, you can look at The Rock's face and tell he's, like, legit pissed off. That's not like some kayfabe or whatever the word is. Like, nah, nigga was really pissed. My thoughts on Chris Benoit's situation, that had to be a sacrifice. Ain't no way you gonna tell me this man to kill all his kids, his wife, and then hung himself afterwards. Offset. Yeah, Offset was replaced too. What's good, Bronze Flat Power Guy? What's good with you? But yeah, that's probably why I'm gonna end this stream tonight, man. Gotta wake up early. It is 12:41. That's the last comment I'm gonna get to. It said, was Owen Hart sacrificed too? Yes. You know WWE got a long track record of different celebrities that have just, you know what I'm saying, got kicked out the door. Catch what I'm saying? Every year is a new wrestler. Kevin Hart's another one too. He mentioned he got shipped off in like North Dakota. And he straight up said he was cloned, but he a comedian, he trying to joke. Okay. Oh, Kevin, she was lapped on lap 8. On lap 8, she was lapped in that race. 17 seconds behind. Nigga said when a car gets lapped too many times. That's what it leads to. Was Umaga sacrificed for The Rock? I never thought about that because if I remember, I think he's related to The Rock. I always thought Umaga was just a sacrifice for the company. I'd have to look more into that one. Y'all see the list of past wrestlers who died of drugs? Nah, I ain't see that list. I ain't see that list. I know it's a lot. They love throwing that one on there. Kurt Angle's a piece of shit. We just gonna call it what it is. But yeah, man, we out. This phone about to die. Y'all have a good night. Say no to drugs, all that good shit. We out.